Good day everyone! Welcome to Bahay Aralan. In this video, we will continue talking about punctuation marks. In the previous video, we talked about the functions of a period, question mark, exclamation point, comma, and semicolon. And so, in this video, we will talk about the functions of a colon, apostrophe, hyphen, n dash, m dash, quotation marks, and ellipses. Alright, let us start this off with a colon. A colon is used to separate two groups of words when the second explains or illustrates the first. For example, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to quit. In this example, the colon separates two groups of words or two independent clauses. I'll tell you what I'm going to do and I'm going to quit. And as you can see, the second independent clause explains or specifies what the person is going to do. To quit, right? Another example. He has only one goal in mind, to gain more power and honor. Just like the previous example, the colon is used to introduce the explanation of the first group of words. It introduces his main goal in mind, and that is to gain more power and honor. Clear? Another function of a colon is it introduces a list in a sentence. For example, I want the following ingredients: butter, sugar, and flour. The bookstore specializes in three areas: architecture, psychology, and politics. In each of these examples, the colon comes before the specific items in a list, right? The third function of a colon is it separates the speaker and his or her statement in a dialogue. For example, reporter, what is the Western Edge? Done. It is a strategic plan for promoting student success. As you can see, the colon is placed after the person who speaks or before the statement of the person talking. Next, a colon is used after a salutation in a formal letter. For example, Mr. Smith, Dear Director Sanchez. Another function of a colon is it separates a movie, book, or another piece of work's title from its subtitle. For example, Batman, Bad Blood. Batman is the main title of the movie, and Bad Blood is the subtitle of the movie. And as you can see, the colon comes between them. Another example, Alvin and the Chipmunks, The Road Chip. Alvin and the Chipmunks is the main title, and The Road Chip is the subtitle. And these two are separated by a colon, right? A colon is also used to show time, ratios, and biblical references. For example, 2 is to 5. This is a ratio. 10:15 a.m. This is time. John chapter 3 verse 16. This is a biblical reference. Clear? At this point, let us have the apostrophe. An apostrophe indicates possession or ownership. For example, Frodo's shoes are expensive. The apostrophe in the sentence is used to tell who owns the shoes. John's magic acts caught the attention of the audience. The apostrophe indicates whose magic acts caught the audience's attention. Okay? Another function of an apostrophe is it marks omission in contractions. Contractions, by the way, are shortened forms of words. For example, she's writing a poem about self-love. The contraction in the sentence is she's. It is the shortened form of she is, and the apostrophe is used in the contraction. Another example, it is so hot today, isn't it? The construction in this sentence is isn't. It is the shortened form of is not. Now, let us have the third function of an apostrophe. It shortens a number by adding an apostrophe in place of the omitted number. For example, Tony Clark was obviously the best graduate of the class of 92. Jake's favorite movies are from the 80s. In the first example, instead of saying 1992, it's only 92. Number 19 is omitted. That is why an apostrophe is used. The same goes for the second sentence. Instead of saying 1980s, it's only expressed as 80s. And an apostrophe is placed before it to indicate that some digits are omitted. Is it understood? An apostrophe is also used in plurals of letters and numbers. For example, Nita got A's in her biology quizzes. A's indicates the plural form of A. Next, there are 6 5s in my cell phone number. 5s here shows how number 5 should be pluralized. Clear? Now, let us move on to the hyphen. A hyphen forms some compound words or is used with compound modifiers. When we say compound words, these are words with two different words combined to form new words. For example, the story of Marx is an eye-opener. We're looking for a dog-friendly hotel. As you can see, the hyphens in these sentences are used with compound words. Eye-opener, dog-friendly. Now, let us have the end dash. The line of an end dash is a bit longer than a hyphen, and it is used to represent a range or span. For example, the teacher assigned pages 23 to 28 for homework. The 2010-2011 season was our best yet. As you can see in each of these examples, the end dash is used to indicate a range or span, like 23 to 28, 2010 to 2011. Clear? Another function of an end dash is it represents connection or direction. For example, the article discussed the benefits of a mentor-mentee relationship in academic settings. In this example, the end dash in the mentor-mentee expresses connection or relationship. A mentor is the one who teaches, while a mentee is the one being taught. Another example, we are planning to take the east-west train to Denver. The end dash in this example is used to indicate direction, east to west. Okay? Now let us move on to the M dash. An M dash is a bit longer than an N dash. An M dash is used to set off parenthetical elements for emphasis. When we say parenthetical element, it means that it is a word or group of words that gives additional but not essential information to that sentence. And if you erase it, the thought of the sentence is still complete. For example, my sister, the one standing on the chair, is trying to get your attention. As you can see, the group of words is enclosed by two M dashes, providing additional information about the subject, which is my sister. But it is not an essential part of the sentence, as the thought of it is still complete even if you delete it. My sister is trying to get your attention. See, the thought is still complete. Another example. His friends, Roman and Ruiz, were supportive of his interest in magic. The parenthetical element in the sentence is Roman and Ruiz. It only specifies the names of his friends, but the sentence can stand on its own as a complete one even if you delete it. His friends were supportive of his interest in magic. Another function of an M dash is it indicates an interrupted statement or abrupt change in thought. For example, I would like you to, what's that noise? In this sentence, as you can notice, the speaker failed to finish his or her statement because there was an interruption. And the M dash is used to separate the unfinished statement and the second one that indicates interruption. Another example. Would you please? Oh, never mind. This example indicates a sudden change in the speaker's thought. That is why an M dash is used between the unfinished statement and the statement that shows an abrupt change in thought. Okay? The third function of an M dash is it is used before the name of an author or source at the end of a quoted passage. What barrier is there that love cannot break? Mahatma Gandhi. As you can see in this example, the M dash is used before the source or the name of the person who said the quote. The same goes for the following example. If you can dream it, you can do it. Walt Disney. The M dash is placed before the name of the source. Is it clear? Now let us have the quotation marks. Quotation marks set off direct quotations. For example, where is the emergency room? He asked the nurse urgently. Warner said, the case is far from over and we will win. In these examples, the quotation marks enclose the exact statements of the speakers. Another function of quotation marks is they are used to enclose the title of short stories, articles, essays, poems, songs, etc. For example, the class analyzed Robert Frost's poem, The Road Not Taken, and eventually agreed that there could be several interpretations. The Road Not Taken is the title of the poem, which is why the quotation marks are used to enclose it. Another example, I love listening to Adore You from the album Fine Line. Adore You is the title of one of the songs in that album. That is why the quotation marks are used. Quotation marks are also used if a nickname is inserted in the middle of an actual name. For example, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is an American actor, film producer, and retired professional wrestler. Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. is the 17th President of the Republic of the Philippines. The Rock is a nickname of Dwayne Johnson and Bongbong is a nickname of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. That is why quotation marks are used. Another function of quotation marks is that they are used to enclose words that are meant to imply sarcasm. When we say sarcasm, it refers to the use of words that mean the opposite of what you really want to say, to criticize or insult someone, or just to be funny. For example, the mayor told the people of his town that he cares about their well-being. In this example, the speaker seems not convinced that the actions of the mayor show care for the people. Right? That is why the word cares is enclosed by the quotation marks. Next, Peter's mates left him on the path to die. When we say mates, they are our friends who are expected to help us or defend us in times of need, right? But in this example, the so-called mates or friends of Peter who should have helped him did not do so. They just left him to die. That is why the word mates here is enclosed by quotation marks. Clear? Now we're down to the last punctuation mark for this video, the ellipsis. An ellipsis is used to indicate a pause in conversation or hesitation. For example, she looked everywhere. He was nowhere to be found. In this sentence, an ellipsis is used to show a pause in the conversation or statement. Another example. He said, I really don't understand this. In this case, the ellipses are used to show hesitation or the lack of confidence to express the statement, right? Now, let us move on to another function of an ellipsis. It is used to omit information from a direct quote. For example, the full quotation is, "Today, after hours of careful thought, we approved the proposal." With ellipsis, "Today, we approved the proposal." In this example, the phrase "after hours of careful thought" is omitted. That is why an ellipsis is used, just to show that something is removed in that part. Okay? Is it clear? That being said, that would be all for this video. Thank you for watching. Take care.